this so y'all can see me good. So just come on over to YouTube, ladies. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mona. I create and sell some of the dopest custom party favors that you'll find. And today I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a live tutorial to show you guys how to edit our newest template bundle, which are custom Uno inspired cards. As you guys can see, these are how the front looks and the back. This particular deck is Hello Kitty. I'm going to do a tutorial today to show you how to make these cards, but this is the live to show you guys making a tutorial. So come on over, Crafty Sisters from IG. I see y'all leaving IG. Come on over to YouTube, ladies, because the first 10 is coming up. I'm about to drop the codes, okay? So come on over to YouTube. Okay, I'm ending my live on Instagram. Hold on. Let me post it. Done. Post. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm going to move from this spot because it's a little dark over here. I want y'all to be able to see me good. And I want y'all to see me creating the actual template. Uh-oh. Don't drop me. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to fall. Okay, so this is raw and uncut, okay? BTS, behind the scenes. So let me move this in a way that makes sense. And we're going to get into it. First, of course, as promised, we're going to do the code for the first 10 ladies to take advantage of the template being on sale. Let me turn this around. See if y'all can see me. Okay. This is better. Okay. Hello, Crafty Sis Oni Joy Creation. Thank you, Joshua. Okay. So let me move this stuff out of the way. We're getting ready for our tutorial. Usually when I do the tutorials, I use my surface of my work table. So that's what we're going to be using today. But first things first, the template, right? The template. Let me grab my phone. I'm nervous for y'all. Now, again, the template, let me go ahead and add at least a video so you guys can see which template is being added. Been waiting for this. Hello, LaShawn. Okay, let me do the code first. Let me do the code. Let's go here. Store products. And I'm gonna drop the link right here on YouTube so that you guys can be able to easily click and go to grab it if you're not already on it. And I want to say the template is called Playing Cards Template. All right, we can't go use the people name. So Playing Cards Template is the name. So let me add the code. Let me add the code. It's loading. I want to say at least put a video up so people could see what the actual template is, because otherwise I don't know that y'all would know which one is which. So, okay, save. I think that's a good video. Okay, now let me add the code. It's 111. I'm nervous for y'all. Let me see. Oh, it's 26 Crafty Sisters here. Ooh. We'll see who gets it. So, discount. Look, this one makes Template Thursday fun because I got to put some excitement in y'all because y'all ain't seen me in a minute. Okay. The code is there. That the first code. Let me do the second code. Let me do the second code for the 47. I'm trying to see if I should just drop the price down to the 47. Because it's Template Thursday, so I wouldn't mind y'all getting it for that price for today before the price goes up again. So that's what we'll do. After y'all come back and say the code not working, or after I see the first 10 people, we'll just drop the price down on sale for 47 for today, for Template Thursday. So we'll do it that way. Okay, so y'all ready for the code? Drop it ready in the chat. I gotta make y'all anticipate. Drop it ready in the chat if you're ready for the code. Drop it ready in the chat. Drop it ready in the chat. Drop it ready in the chat. Ready. All right. So the code is UNO. So the first 10 crafty sisters who snag the template and use the code UNO at checkout, you guys will get the template for $27. Okay? Use code UNO at checkout. So let me add the link for y'all as a quick link. But if you type playing cards, you'll see it. Playing card template. So use code UNO at checkout. Use code UNO. It's only going to work for the first 10 ladies who snags it. Okay? So let me drag, copy. Here is the link. Paste. There you go. That's the link, okay? Use code UNO. Use code UNO. Use code UNO to snag the bundle. As I prep for our live, oh look, Crafty Sisters are checking out. Y'all not playing. Let me turn this sound off because it's gonna be. Let me lower it down. Okay, shout out to the 3 Crafty Sisters who already snagged it. Look, 7 more left. Who else gonna get it? 7 more left at $27. Even though 47 is still a steal, y'all. Don't still get it now. If you don't get to the 27. Crafty Sisters checking out. Let me see how many people got it so far. Let's see. Y'all going ham. Y'all going ham. Okay. Y'all going ham. So I'm going to do the code for the second one. I'm going to do the code for the second one because y'all going ham. So let's see. Let me see if the 10 is out. Let me know if you got it. Crafty Sister said, OMG, I got it. It's still some left, y'all. Not a lot. It's still some left. Not a lot. Okay, I see who's. Look, y'all not playing. Y'all not playing. Y'all are not playing. I know that's right. I know that's right. 3 left. 3 left. So this is how it looks printed. This is going to be the cover. Crafty Sis said, got it, got mine. I know that's right. I know that's right. Look, it's almost done, y'all. It's almost over with. I think it's one more left. One more left. One more left. Who gonna get it? Who gonna get it? Who is going to get it? After the 10th person, I'll go ahead and drop the price down to 47. But this is how the box cover looks. So there's 3 parts to the cover if you want, right? If you want. So just giving an explanation before I start the tutorial. This is how the parts look. This is the front, back, and then the inside insert if you want to add it. I like to add the insert because if you don't, you're going to have a blank space like this on your box. Okay, so that's why I add that on there. Okay, I see y'all say y'all got y'all's. For the 47, since it's more people, I'm just going to drop the price down to the 47. I think it's still one more. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, nope. They snagged it. Okay. So they snagged it. There's no more 27. So this is what I'll do. I'm going to drop the price down when the first, how many people I said? 27? Let me see. I think I said 25 or 27. So it's going to be 47 for the next 25 Crafty Sisters. So during the duration of the live, as well as while I'm doing the tutorial and showing you guys how to edit the templates, you guys, it's going to be 47 for the next 25 Crafty Sisters. Once the 25 hit, it's going to say price goes up to 57. Okay, so keep that in mind. Once the price goes up, then you know that the Crafty Sisters already used it. So if it's not letting you use it, it's because it was only for the first 10 Crafty Sisters. Y'all, you got to be fast for Template Thursday. So for everybody else that's here right now, I'm still going to drop the price down for you. Don't worry, but you just don't get the early bird price of the 27. So let me go here. The price is still a really good steal at 47, y'all, because again, this is a mega bundle. You're getting it in several colors. And as I add more colors, all of that is available to you guys. Okay, so let me go here and put it on the sale price for you guys. Okay. So the price is still marked down to 47. And now you don't have to use a code for the 47 because it's already marked down. So if you are a Crafty Sister who've been shopping a lot and you have codes that you can use for your 10% off, 20% off, you can still use those codes for it. But if you're a Crafty Sister who gets template codes every month, it won't work for this one, okay? So I can get started with the tutorial. Are y'all still excited? Congratulations to the Crafty Sisters who were able to take advantage. Shout out to y'all. I'm going to get started on the tutorial part of things. The very first thing that I do for my tutorials, of course, is I got to have my tripod, okay? Now, during the tutorial, I like to record in pieces. For YouTube, it makes sense to record this way rather than this way, not portrait mode. Do landscape mode for YouTube because that's what YouTube likes, okay? Yes, girl, let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. We get right into it, sis. We get right into it. So you want to use landscape, not portrait mode for YouTube videos just because it gives a better view for your viewers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up my tripod. Mine moves both ways and it also moves. Oh, look, I almost lied. Hold on. It moves this way too so that I'm able to record. My Crafty Sis Making Memorable got me the perfect thing, but I forgot it at home. Unlock your iPhone first. I forgot it at home, y'all. Oh, happy Juneteenth for the ladies who celebrated. Today is Juneteenth. Yeah, my neck thing is at home. Because normally I use that, y'all. I use my neck thing to be able to record my videos because I set it right on my neck. My phone is on it and it makes it so much easier to edit my videos. But I'm just going to do it this way for now. And as I go through this, if any questions come up, feel free to drop it in the chat. As I stop during the tutorial, then I will for sure answer any questions that you guys may have, okay? So I'm going to start the video off with just showing some of the stuff that I'm going to be cutting during the live, okay? Or during the tutorial. So let's start with that. This is going to be a straight to the point tutorial, y'all, because it's really rather simple making this. So Let me move this like this. Let me move this right here so y'all can see me good. So for the 47, I just marked the price down, Crafty sis. So you don't need, or Crafty brother, you don't need a code for it because I just marked it down. But it's only going to work. The markdown price is only going to work for the first 25 Crafty Sisters. Once 25 people download, then the price is going to automatically go up by $10, which is 57. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up my camera. I wish y'all could see the phone view, but of course y'all will see it once the tutorial drops. And I'm just going to show some of the parts of my template, okay? Or the template or the cards or what to do. So I'm going to show some of the parts. Let me go into video mode. Now for my settings, if you took my most recent edits, CapCut edits class, I know there's hoopla about CapCut today, but if you took my CapCut edits class, then you know which settings I have for my phone. I have it set up for 4K at the 60 DPI, I think it is. So that's going to give me a really, really crisp looking video. As you guys can see, super crisp. I got crisp. Okay, in the video. So the best settings that you can put on your phone, I have an iPhone. If you have a different phone, like an Android, then I don't know what the settings are for that, but this is the one for iPhone. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show some of the parts that's in my, that's a part of the, I'm just trying to move all this stuff out my way. That's a part of the template. Not all of it, of course, but most of it. I have most of my cards done. And the reason why is because, again, for a tutorial, they don't have to see me make each and every one. Okay, this is like tedious. But so this is how it looks in a sheet. And normally with my tutorials, I do a voiceover rather than trying to record and say the voice. But for the sake of this live, I'm going to try to just say what I'm doing so that I have less editing to do and less voiceover. The parts that I need to add voiceovers, I will. So again, I just do it in increments. So the first part I'm going to do is I'm just going to be showing how to actually create the cuts for this, right? This is for those of you that's here. This is how the templates look when they're printed. You want to print double-sided front and back. Of course, for the tutorial, I'll give all the deets, but there's options with printing. So if you don't have a printer at home, you can always print from Office Depot. I actually printed these all of these from Office Depot, this particular one. For my order, for half of it, I printed at Office Depot, and then half of it I printed in-house. The reason why is because my customer, after she saw the two that she ordered, she wanted 2 more. And I'm like, and it was really, really crunch time. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go print at Office Depot. So that's what gave me the idea to do that for this too, just because this week this week is a busy week for me. Okay. So I printed these at Office Depot. Now, what I will say is that with Office Depot prints, I did notice that their color is slightly different than what's on my screen. So this is an example of what I mean. So y'all see this part is perfect. It's the back part that I'm like, even for my customer, when they printed it, to me, it looked a little bit more dull, which the options, just to give y'all the options. With Office Depot, you won't have to worry about paper, printer. You won't have to worry about paper or ink, right? Because you're just printing straight from there. They're going to do the double-sided for you. So if you have one of the printers, which I have 2 HPs, but one of them can't do the thicker cardstock, which you want to do 80-pound or more double-sided glossy cardstock. The ones that I print in-house, I use Koala because I don't have 80-pound double-sided glossy cardstock in our inventory because we don't carry that weight. So Koala is what I use for the ones that I printed in-house. Now, one of my HP printers does the double-sided where I don't have to go and flip, but the other one doesn't. So that's why I'm like, you got to weigh your options. Office Depot, with the coupon code, they almost always have one. It was literally like $23 to print the deck, right? The suggestion, and I'm just giving y'all the back stuff before y'all ask, because I know y'all gonna ask. The suggestion that I would give with selling these cards is to sell them for $125 or more. I know there's back and forth in the craft groups. Who gonna pay $67? I'm here to tell you, customers are paying more than $65. Okay, for these decks. I'm just saying. If you know what you're doing, if your marketing is on point, if you know who your audience is, they will pay for whatever price you put. Okay, I'm suggesting $125 or more for the deck so that you can make sure that you at least get $100 of profit in, even if you had to outsource and print somewhere like Office Depot. Again, with the quality, it looks good though. These are still cute, so that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna worry about it for this deck because it's still cute. But for the one that I did for my customer, it was too dull for me versus printing on my own printer. And what I ended up doing was seeing, because I wanted to see how it would look on my printer. So I said, let me reprint and put it on sticker paper and put it behind it, the one that I don't like, right? Or the one that I felt was a little darker. This is the difference in the prints. This is the one with Office Depot. Again, still very pretty, but I know what I created and what it should look like, right? And this is the one from my printer. So that just gives you a difference. So you make the decision on how you want to print. On camera, this one actually looks better, but in person, I feel like this one looks better. But again, it could just be a preference kind of thing. I can't cut by hand to save my life. There's options. So there's 3 options. Look, and I'm explaining this to y'all before I jump into doing the tutorial, because once I jump on, y'all just gonna be watching me create a tutorial. So use this if you can to do most of your cuts. This is going to give you a precise cut, but you just have to make sure you're lining it up properly, because you can very well mess up your deck real quick by not cutting it good, right? So you can use this, or you can hand cut with scissors. You can even cut on your Cricut. The only thing is, if you're cutting on your Cricut, remember it's going to be print then cut. So you have to be able to print or have the marking so that print then cut can be able to read the registered lines. So there's options. This cut, I think Office Depot offers the option too to cut for you. But just to make sure my stuff is how I need it to be, like this. And these were hand cut by my husband and I. These were hand cut because we literally cut these at home because I forgot this here. So there's options. There's options. Even that says my lines don't be straight. Your lines don't be straight with this either. You need to use the Cricut then. The only thing with Cricut is it's going to take a while for Cricut to cut all of this, you know? So sometimes if you don't have a Cricut Venture where you're able to cut a bunch at once, you just got to weigh out your options. That's why I said this is tedious. Charge your worth. Don't be that person that's saying, ain't nobody going to pay $65 for no cards. Oh, yes, they will. They'll pay $85 plus, I promise. $125 is my suggestion for the price that you should charge for these, okay? Because it's going to take you some work to get it done. And just keep in mind that this isn't something that's a need, right? This is people that want to be extra, to have something extra, to be out of the box. It's like, think of it as a luxury kind of thing. Because otherwise, just go get the $8 Uno deck then, if you don't want to pay for more. Okay, this is for the people who want their child to be excited that they have their own Hello Kitty Uno deck. I promised my daughter she could have this deck after I was done. But so that's the back story for everything. 80-pound paper or more. Koala is a good source. Office Depot, they'll do 100 pounds. So when I get it printed at Office Depot, I do 100-pound double-sided gloss. Okay, so. And in the tutorial, I already screen recorded that part of it to be able to show you guys the steps on ordering from Office Depot if you want to choose that route. For the cover, you can also use shimmery cardstock, this is Canvas Bling Supplies. I thought it would be really cute to have the shimmery option for this cover since the other one was just regular solid. Let's see. Yes, that's going to take time, but it's well worth it. It's definitely worth it. That's why I say when you charge your worth, you don't mind so much with the work that you have to put in, right? It's when we don't charge our worth and when we're underpricing, that's when we feel like we did it for free. And it doesn't have to be that way. You're the one who's in charge of what you charge. So charge what you think is worth. Of course, you can charge less if you want, more if you want, but that's just my suggestion. 125 or more, you can at least know that if I have to outsource and save myself some time with the printing, because you send it to Office Depot, y'all, it's literally printed within not even an hour. And now all you have to worry about is the cuts. You don't have to worry about having to flip, because I know a lot of crafty sisters also have Epson printers where you have to flip when you ain't gotta worry about none of that, and save yourself some time by outsourcing the printing. But make sure it's incorporated in the price so that you can make it worth it for you. Okay. Shout out to the crafty sisters that's snagging the bundle. I want to say there's only 19 left at the 47 price. Okay, 19 left at the 47 price. So keep that in mind, ladies. Make sure you snag it while you can, because once I go into adding more templates, y'all know the price for the bundle has to go up because it's more in it. So let's get started with the tutorial, y'all. I'm gonna get started. Again, I have my Alexa off so I can go ahead and just record, and I won't do voiceover. Usually I do voiceover, but I'm just gonna just record and try to record as much as I can with talking to save myself some time when it comes to editing, because I need this tutorial out to y'all today. I know y'all want it out today. So Crafty says, Gloria, no code for the 47. It's just marked down. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link again for the template for the ladies that's in here who want it. Okay, so now let's get into our tutorial. So you want to make sure, of course, your surface is nice and clean. I'm using my white tabletop to do this part of it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show let's make it cute right quick. So whenever you're doing anything, tutorials, videos, you don't have to have the perfect space, right? Because that's one of the things that I hear often is, oh, my house is messy, or I don't have any space at my house. And excuse. Okay, that crafty sisters like to give, which I'm saying excuse because trust me, that was once me saying all those things until I said, you know what? I have to make it work because this is what I have. And I want my business to grow. I want my business to get somewhere. So at some point, just figure it out, right? At one point, my dining table was literally my work area. Okay. It was my dining table. We did not eat at the dining table while I used it for work. Right. And that was the little area that I had to be able to record my videos and to do all the things. So keep that in mind, y'all. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to do it anyway. Okay. So clean surface is all you really need. If you don't have a work table like this one, or if you need something else to be able to have your surface, you can always buy a shadow box thingy from Amazon, or you can get something like 2 canvases, which is what I use sometimes too if I'm home or whatever. Get you 2 canvases, set them up like this, and use that as the area to be able to record. Okay, there's hashtag no excuses is what we're going to be saying from now on. So let me put this here. Let me try to put it like this so y'all can see at least some of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just laying out my cards to be cute. Oh, how did I do it for my customer? Oh, I actually grouped it by color. So let me do that. I'm going to group it by color because during the tutorial, while I'm showing the materials that I'm using, I want it to also be cute, right? So I want in the background for them to kind of see that it's cute or whatever, whatnot. So that's why I'm stacking these up with the different decks, colors. Who's calling? Hello? Hey, I am on YouTube. What happened? She probably gonna do school with them first before they leave. Okay. All right, bye. Okay. So yeah, my sister just got to my house. She's because we like these kids can't just be here all summer doing nothing. So she's their teacher for the summer, and they have class twice a week. So they're getting schooled right now. So I'm just again setting up the different colors for the decks because I'm gonna make it super cute. Is this recorded? Yes, it is, Mary. So you'll be able to come back to YouTube to be able to watch the recording. It is recorded. So I'm just setting up the different colors. Y'all saw how when I posted, it was so cute, y'all, when I did the different groups for the different colors to be able to show the deck. So that's what I'm doing here. Because when you think of social media, when you think of content, even for you guys, when y'all buy this deck, or those of you who already got this deck, the link is in there, y'all. If y'all need it, you're welcome, Crafty Sis. The link is there if you need it. Again, it's going to be $47 for the next 25 Crafty Sisters who take advantage, and it's already down to 19 the last time I looked. So you want it to be aesthetically pleasing. That's one of the things that Crafty Sisters miss, is that your content ain't contenting because it don't look good, right? Do your best to just try to make it look as good as you can. And that goes for whatever it is that you're selling. It goes for your party favors. It goes for all of that. Make sure that you're doing your part with making sure that it's pretty to the people, okay? Because the stuff already looks good, especially if you buying templates. If you buy templates, you already halfway there as far as your stuff looking good. Now it's just a matter of showing it in the best light, because sometimes even with it looking good, you not showing it in the best light, it's not going to make people want to buy it, okay? So that's what I'm doing here, just taking the time to add all the different deck colors to a pile so that I could do what I did on that content that was contenting. Now, this is the other lesson, because again, you're going to get many lessons in this live. This is the other lesson. Go with what already works, okay? I already know that the people is feeling that setup that I did the first time. So why am I going to try to reinvent the wheel? No, I'm going to do the same thing that I already did that look good for all the decks that I create after that first deck, right? I'm going to work smarter when it comes to showing off the content. Because again, I already have a proven of what works. And the same goes for you guys. When y'all go to printing these decks, because y'all be printing stuff before I print them, when y'all get the templates. If you're one of the people that print the Christian Dior deck before me, do the same layout, okay? Because it already worked for me. So that means it will work for you too. Of course, the algorithm has to know you and all of that. We talk about all of that too. But start off with already doing what you see is working. I tell people all the time, go through my page and look at the videos that did really well and take notes on what was done in those videos and replicate it in your own way, because that's going to help you to be able to kind of get ahead. Okay. So you don't have to learn from scratch. You learn from what you see. So, okay. I got all of those there. So now I'm going to take the time out to kind of put them in order. Oh, that's my cutter. That fell. So now I have all the decks. I'm just going to put them not in order, but kind of, right? Because I'm still missing some of the prints. So 9 zeros first, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. So this is going to, again, once I put it, and I'll show you guys, I'm just going to spread it like this, y'all. I'm just going to do it like a spread, kind of like this on the table. And I'm going to do all the different colors. But this, again, is going to be in the background. And this is pretty cool because y'all get to see the behind the scenes, but y'all will see how the tutorial comes together too. Once y'all see the tutorial, make sure you watch it to the end, okay? So I can get my watch hours. Even though I gave y'all the specs just now. 7, 8, 9. Okay. Almost done. Let me know, are y'all enjoying this live so far? Drop a yes in the chat if you're enjoying this live so far. Drop a yes in the chat because this is the first time that I've done one like this. Again, normally I try to have the tutorial done and uploaded before I come live and tell y'all that it's available. But I figured this would be cool to start doing so that y'all could see what really goes behind making some good content. Of course, it's gonna I'm a little slower talking to y'all, but y'all get the points. Yes, thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. I'm glad. And I missed y'all. I haven't been neglecting you guys, but I had a lot going on in the past couple months, really. But I'm back now, y'all. I'm back. So the lives are gonna be back every Thursday, how we've been doing. And we're just gonna make the focus Uno for now because I feel like this is a perfect time. And look, take notes, y'all. Take notes. This is the perfect time to bring back family gatherings, fun times, those nostalgia moments, and things like that. And what better way than Uno? Everybody loves Uno, right? Everybody loves Uno. Thank you, Make It Memorable. Yes, I'm doing well. It was more so my dad. But yeah, I'm doing well. Crafty says, I appreciate you. Well, he was stressing me out too. But yes, so this is the perfect way to bring that back. So these Uno cards are more than just custom Uno cards. These are literally a way for you to help people bring back that spark with their families, bring back friendships, to have something to do. I don't know. Bring back friends having something to do, bring back game nights, and just especially during the summer. So there's so many ways that you guys can promote this. I just want you to make sure that you're taking advantage of that because at the end of the day, you don't have to wait until a party to create memorable moments, right? Make it memorable. You can make it memorable whenever, okay? Including playing Uno. So I'm just spreading these out. Super cute on here. And again, y'all will get to see it. But I'm literally just doing this and putting them all on the table so that they can see the different colors of the deck. So bam. Okay. So now I can start the tutorial part, right? I have my handheld ring light. Of course, you could use a big ring light if you want to. I have already wiped my camera down, but I will wipe it again. Let me get my napkin. Hold on, y'all. I'm moving my water so it don't mess up my little table. I have to put my water under the coaster. All right, so I'm going to wipe my camera down again. This is one of the key things that you want to make sure that you do because a lot of times y'all camera be blurry and it be making me mad because all you had to do was wipe it. Okay, so I wiped it. Let me go to video. I'm adding my ring light to my camera and I'm adjusting it so that they can see the whole deck. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see if this is important. Hello? Hello? Who's speaking? Can I call you right back? Yes, I do. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna adjust it like this to make sure it's on point. Bam. Okay. So now I have my spread. So now I'm just kind of telling the audience who's watching the video some of the parts that's going to be in the template. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. So let me move y'all kind of in it too. Y'all right there in it. Let me move y'all over. Because again, I don't want no parts in the video that don't belong. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now I'm just going to record the materials. So I'm going to show. These are some of the materials that you're going to want to use. These are all a part of the template. You're going to have your cover for the outside of your card, the back cover, the inside insert, and I'll show you a little bit later where this goes. I'll edit that off. You're also going to have the components of your card, which of course is all of your numbers as well as your specialty cards. So now we're going to get into cutting. Okay, so that's just one part, right? So I'm showing them. Oh, I forgot one part. So I'm going to edit it to make it perfect, but I have to talk about the materials. So the materials that you want to use for your cards are heavy cardstock. You want to do 80 pounds or thicker. I will leave in the description some paper that you can use to be able to print these out. You can also print at your local print shop, such as Office Depot, where the paper and ink, of course, will be included. Okay, so that part is there. Now, when you're doing your tutorial, try to speak as clear as possible so people can understand what you're saying, okay? Leave the sling. You see, I leave the sling out of it. I just get straight to the point of the video. So now I'm going to move my deck. They're still in order. Because we're going to get into cutting. So now I'm going to show how to cut with the paper cutter, and then I'm also going to show how to cut with scissors. So when it comes to cutting your Uno card deck, you can either choose to cut it on a paper cutter, just like this one. Now, cutting on the cutter, you're going to want to line it up as straight as possible. So I'm going to start from the back to cut off the white edges. That's not a part of the template. And it should give me the perfect cut on the front as well, since we do have that double side printing. So I'm just going to line it up, making sure that I use the rule apart to make sure that my paper is straight and aligned. And I'm just going to cut. Do the same thing all around to cut all of the edges. And again, you want to cut the back side first with the border, if possible, because it should give you the perfect cuts for the front side as well. Just like this. Now, if you look at the front, all of these cuts are also perfect for the front of the deck. So now, once you cut the back side, you're going to want to flip it over. Don't use the back as your cutting guide, because your cuts might not be as perfect. You're going to want to use the front as your cutting guide. So the same way I lined it up is how I'm going to line it up here, but cutting against the black lines instead of the white border that we had for the back. So again, I'm just lining it up as perfect as I can. Be very careful with this cutter, because one wrong cut and you're messing up your deck, okay? You're going to have to reprint. So try not to do that. Okay, so now you should have something like this. So you have kind of like 2 strips of the cuts. Now all you have to do is focus on cutting off the black lines for all of the other cards using the same exact method that I showed you before, with making sure that you get your cuts as perfect as possible. So I'm just gonna cut all of this off. Now this part is pretty tedious, but it's definitely worth it by the time you're done with your deck. But a cutter like this makes the cutting process super smooth. So you should end up with something like this. I'm going to re-say that. So you should end up with something like this for front and back. Okay, so I'm just going to continue and cut the rest of these off. And then I'm going to show you another method of cutting these cards. Now, this part of the tutorial, I'm talking to y'all now on YouTube, is the part where, oh, let me go plug up my laptop. It's trying to die. This part is the part where I normally typically would play music. So it's not redundant. And if I'm not saying anything, then I just go to playing music and make it super cool. So now I have all of my draw 4s and my wild cards to be able to add to my deck. Okay, so that's that, right? So I'm showing that part. Now I'm going to show cutting with scissors. That's why I left those 2 decks, well, those 2 different colors out of the deck so that I could be able to show the different parts, okay? So now I have something like this, right? Of course, we're not done with the cards because we still have to add our cute rounded edges, but for now, we'll keep it like this. So now to make it cute, I'm going to do the same thing and put the spread of this right here while I'm cutting the draw 2s, okay? Now let me get my good scissors. Okay. Y'all don't have no questions. So sad I missed the discount code. I'm sorry, Crafty Sis. You got to be the first. I'm learning so much already. Good. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Okay. Just so y'all know, Template Thursdays. As soon as y'all see me go live, tune in. Because whatever template drops, whoever's the early bird first to get it is the one that gets the best deal. Sometimes it be free stuff. So come through. Make sure y'all, come through. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the cutting part of things. But since it's still on sale, you can catch it for $47. The price is gonna go up to $99. So take advantage, sis. Take advantage while you can. Okay. Another method. Uh-oh, my ring light died. Let me get this charger. My ring light died. The ring light makes a difference in the video. So let me get it charged. Okay. I'm going to restart the video because sometimes if you're not saying nothing in the beginning, you may as well restart. So that's what I'm doing. Another method for cutting these cards is by hand cutting, of course. It does take a little bit more time, but you get the same results. So again, I'm going to start with the back just to show you guys. And I'm just going to cut off the white like so. Do the same thing all around the template. Again, y'all, for this part, I'll be playing music because I know they don't just want to hear the crunch of me cutting. And honestly, with cutting, as long as you have, I mean, I know some crafty sisters say they don't have a steady hand, but just follow the lines, y'all. Just cut the line. Some people cut faster than others, depending on how often you be cutting. But just follow the lines and you should be fine. Okay, so you should have something like this. Now you want to flip it over and cut the extra black lines for the rest of the cards. Now let's switch you out because you need to charge on your own. Hold on, y'all. Let me switch this one for this one, because this one won't stay on if it's not charged. The other one look like it don't want to stay on while it's charging. So I'm gonna switch to this one. Snag it while it's 47, y'all, because by the time I post it again to tell everybody, y'all get the exclusive drops since y'all on the live. But by the time I tell everybody about the template, the 47 is gonna go fast. So take advantage while y'all are on the live, because y'all literally are getting first dibs, okay? Before it goes up to 57. So take advantage, okay? So let's see. Is it on? Yes, it's on. Okay. So what you want to do now is cut the black lines. I like to cut the strips first because you get more cuts out of it. If you go and cut this way first, you'll have to do more cutting. So in order to cut all 4 at the same time, I like to go and cut each strip first and then do my individual cuts. Now I'm going to cut each individual card off of the deck. And again, I'm just cutting off the black lines to make sure that all of my cards are even and the same size. As you can see, hand cutting does take a little bit more time. However, you are able to make sure that your cuts are precise. So it's not a bad idea to hand cut if you're not too good with using the cutter. So you should end up with something like this. All right. So now we have these cut, y'all. The last one that I have to cut is the number 1. I'm just going to use my cutter because as y'all can see, the cuts are super fast with the cutter. Although they're still good with hand cut too if you don't have a cutter. But these are pretty inexpensive, y'all. I think I probably got this for less than 50 bucks. I think I got this from Office Depot. And it might have been on sale. So what paper do you use? 80-pound koala double-sided if you're printing from home. If you're printing from Office Depot, then go the 100-pound because it's about the same price, but it's a thicker paper. I'm sad just joining. I know I missed a lot, but the replay will be up, sis. Can you give us that entered late the discount code? So Crafty Sis Danny, it's still on sale. It's marked down. You don't need a code. There was a super discount for the first 10 Crafty Sisters, but they already took advantage, sis. So Your discount for the 47, you don't need a code. It's just marked down. But the 47 price will go away once 25 Crafty Sisters use that price. Download at that price. So take advantage, sis. I'm just using my cutter, y'all, to finish this off because I had some extra ones to cut. So when you're cutting, like I mentioned in the video, first you want to cut the back part. So take off the white border. That's going to be the first thing you cut because it's going to give you the perfect cuts for the front. That's my sister. Hello. The one by ABC Liquors, you got to go down, you know where Dollar Tree is? Or are you talking about the one that's right by the house? It's by ABC Liquors. So if you go down where Dollar General and Dollar Tree is, that street, go straight, keep going straight. And it's going to be on your left. Right by ABC Liquors. Or put ABC Liquors to find it. Oh, no. But I got to go. Y'all got to figure it out. I'm on live. Okay, bye. Look, they don't need nothing. Bye, girls. Bye. Mommy this, mommy that. All I hear is mommy. So what I did was I first cut the border off and then flip it over and cut this line first and then this line. That way you have two strips and then you could just be cutting like that. That's the easier way to cut it so that you don't have as many cuts, okay? Crafty Sis said, wow, I purchased it. The template was worth it. It's going to be more in it, Crafty Sis, so stay tuned. I can't see what you're doing. It's out of view, I think. Oh, with cutting this, yeah, you're only gonna see me, sis. This is behind the scenes of me making the tutorial. For those of you just coming in, I forgot it's Crafty Sis coming in and out. So for those of you coming in, right now I'm just doing the tutorial of how to make these Uno cards. So you're not gonna see what I'm doing until the tutorial actually comes out. This is just more of a behind the scenes. And as I'm doing the behind the scenes, I'm kind of giving content tips and things like that. So the tutorial is going to drop today, but this is just the behind the scenes of me creating it rather than me just creating it and y'all not seeing nothing and just waiting on the tutorial because I know y'all waiting on it. Y'all at least get to get some info while I'm live. Oh, I'm getting hungry. What I'm gonna do for lunch? So now, I just did the opposite of what I told y'all to do. I just did the opposite of what I told y'all to do because I'm messing around talking to y'all. So I'm just going to keep cutting because I just did the opposite, but y'all get what I meant. Because now I got more cuts because I didn't do what I told y'all to do. But it's okay. Because then we're going to get into the last part of creating these. And then y'all will get to see me do my intro part. I already have my script of what I'm going to say and things like that. So, yeah, stay tuned if you're looking to learn. So this live is more so for you if you want to see either the behind the scenes of me creating this Uno card deck tutorial, or if you want to learn how to create tutorials. So all right, so now that we have this, we're going into the last part. I just have a couple cards I need to clean up because I still see some black. I ain't cut this one good. Okay. I emailed you, but I'm going to grab it. Okay, Crafty Sis. Okay. All right. So now I can go into the last part of this and then go into assembling the cover. And then the tutorial will pretty much be almost done, y'all. The last part I'll have to do is just edit the videos and then be done. Ooh. Let's just put these. We're going to do the same thing. Now I'm just going to do the spread of all of them just like this so that it can show all the different colors and variation. So, and again, this is just in the background of the video. This is not the actual edits. This is just a way of making my video kind of cute so that they could be able to see. Okay, so let me make it cuter. For those of you just coming in, the Uno card deck tutorial, the Uno card deck template has already dropped. Right now, it's on sale for $47 for the next 25 crafty sisters who take advantage of that deal. So if you have been looking for it, let me drop the link of where to snag it. Make sure you grab it while you can because the price is going to go up to $57 for after the 25th download for the 47. Okay. And then, of course, it'll go up to $99 by the end of this weekend. So take advantage while you can, ladies. Right now, I'm just doing a tutorial. Not a tutorial. I'm editing my tutorial video that's going to be posted shortly. As soon as I'm done editing, I will post it so that you guys can have all the steps of creating this beautiful Uno card deck. Okay. So now I'm going to do the next step. So let's grab these. Ooh, I got to sneeze. Just got mine for 47. Yes, crafty sis. So look, it's not much left, y'all, for the 47 mark. I don't know how many crafty sisters got it since it was 19 left. So take advantage, y'all. Take advantage. So for the next part, what you're running, let me redo that because I messed up. So for the next part, what you want to do to get your round edges for your Uno card, of course, you could always hand cut if you would like, but you can also use this cutting tool, which will give you the perfect rounded edges. You can also find this on Amazon. I'll have it linked below as well. I'm just going to take my card, insert it as far as you can, and snap. And this is going to give you your beautiful round edges, Uno-like edges for your cards, just like so. Okay. Sometimes you can even add more than one card in this, depending on how thick your card is. So I'm going to try it and see if it works. No, I don't. Okay. I'm going to edit that out, y'all. Because you can add more than one card, but I was trying to do it just now because my husband has been doing the edges. I was trying to do it just now, and it didn't look like it was lining up good for me. So I'm just going to stick to doing one at a time so I don't mess up my deck. But this is a tool that I'm using, and I'm using the R7MM. It really doesn't matter which one you use as long as you stay consistent throughout. And again, once I post the tutorial, all the links and everything will be in the description. Some of y'all might already have this tool if you're a crafter like me. But if not, I'll have the link of where you guys can get it from. Okay. So let's see. To save time, I'm not about to do all of these right now. But I kind of want my deck to be done. I don't know how he did. He told me you could do 4 at once. But I don't like it. Of course, if you don't have one of these, you could always hand cut and just give yourself rounded edges by just cutting round. But if you have one of these, definitely use it. Do y'all have any questions about what I've been doing so far with the content part of things? To edit the intro part of my video, I'm going to go over there by the Ultimate Party Favor Experience so that I could get the cute balloons and stuff in my background. Since it's already set up for my crafty sisters who are coming this Saturday. This one gave me a little funny edge. Clean that up with my scissors. Do y'all have any questions so far? Shout out to all the crafty sisters who were able to snag their Uno template while it's on sale right now. I'm kind of being lazy and didn't want to do all of this, but I kind of want to have my completed deck for the end of the video. That's why I say, y'all, because clearly this is very tedious. So unless you have one of your little ones that can help you with doing some of these steps, charge your worth, because you're going to be sitting there mad that you charged $35 and had to do all this. Charge your worth. People are willing to pay if you do sell party favors. And trust me, people are willing to pay. My customer literally, she didn't care how much it was. She was just, once she saw it actually done in the color scheme that she asked for, she was like, let me get 2 more. Is it possible to get 2 more? Right? She didn't say, oh, the price, this, that, is just Uno cards. No, she said, let me get 2 more, because she knew the people at her party was going to be like excited to see those decks. So keep that in mind. There are people that love what we do just as much as we do, and they want us to be compensated for it. Let's see. I'm making sure I didn't miss any comments. I'm almost done, y'all. We have, let me see how many more cards. Listen, okay. Because it looks like it's about 8 more cards, y'all. I'm ready to move on to the next step of the tutorial, and I'll finish this after. So let me move on. People being patient. I'm going to move on. Now I'm going to move on to the intro part of the video. And, oh no, not yet. I still have to do the cover part. Hold on, y'all. We're going to do the cover part, and then we'll do the intro. So let me get my hot glue gun. Where's my hot glue gun at? Okay, so let me plug this baby up so that she's nice and hot and ready when it's time to record this part. Because I still have to cut my box. And again, you can use Cricut Print and Cut if you want to. Now, this cut has some more grooves in it, so it'll be kind of hard for you to use the cutting machine for it. And I'll show you guys again how it looks. This is the front cover, back cover, and insert. This part you could probably cut with no problem with the cutter, but the front one and the back one, I would just hand cut. So that's what I'm going to do now. For the cover, you're going to want to cut it out as well, cutting out the template. So this is what you're going to see me do here. Hand cutting is the more, I would say, easiest option. Of course, if you wanted to, you could use your Cricut to do this as well. But just make sure that your sizing is where it needs to be, and it's the same size as your Canva template if you decide to use your print and cut feature, because this is a bigger cut than the standard print and cut. So just make sure your settings are where they need to be if you use that option. But as you can see, hand cutting isn't so bad with this, since the parts of the card is pretty, large. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm just going to cut all of the different parts that are not included off. And I do want to mention that this cover was printed on Canvas Bling Supplies. This is our shimmery glitter cardstock. I will leave it linked in the description below if you did want to try this option for your cover, but you can print this on the same standard 80-pound to 100-pound cardstock as well. And again, y'all, for this part, I'm just going to play music because it gets, you know, pretty long of me just cutting. Usually this part, I speed it up and then I also play music. And by music, I mean royalty-free music like instrumentals and things like that. In the background, it's usually something fun and upbeat that I play during this part. And if you've seen any of my tutorials on YouTube, you'll see exactly what I mean. I try to keep my tutorials short. Normally, they're under 10 minutes. But we'll see how long this one ends up being when I post it or when I'm done with it. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't so bad, y'all. This is what you should end up with. This is a template. You'll see in the template, I add lines to it just so you guys know where to put your creases. So that's what I'm going to do next is put my creases so that when I go to add my hot glue, everything lines up perfectly. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So that was the front. I'm going to put it right here. And again, aesthetically pleasing, y'all. If I bend this down for you guys to see, y'all see how it's looking, right? Really cute. And that's how it looks in the video. Right? So I'm going to put this down like this and finish the cuts of the back side. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same thing with cutting the back of my cardstock. Oh, before I do that, y'all, I forgot to show up close of this. So I'm just going to edit it so that they can see when I say shimmery cardstock. So y'all can see what I mean. Because it's so pretty, y'all. Camera doesn't do it much justice, but it's so pretty. Okay. So same thing. These cuts are easier since they're straight cuts. So let's cut this. Making sure that I'm not cutting no extra that I don't need to be cutting, because keep in mind that this is a 2-part for this template. So you want to make sure that it merges good when you go to assemble. And I will show you exactly what I mean. This one you want to print on sticker paper, y'all. And I'll show you why. Okay. So now I have all my cuts. And as y'all can see, I'm pausing the video in between to save on memory, y'all. Because if you just keep recording and recording and recording and you're not doing anything but throwing trash away, you're taking up memory. So I try to stop in between the edits so that when I go to edit, it's not much of nothing going on. So let me see. I just got mine for 47. Does the template and tutorial come together for 47? Yes, and Marie, because the tutorial is going to be free on YouTube. So once you have the template, the tutorial is going to be uploaded by the end of today. That's what I'm actually recording right now. But the tutorial is going to be free on YouTube. So now I have all my parts just to show you guys what the parts look like. This is the front, back, insert. Now this insert is going to go on the back side of it. This part doesn't matter because it's the inner folds, but as far as the insert, this is where it goes on the back side of this. The reason why is because for me, I like my stuff to look a certain kind of way, and I don't like how this looked with just being blank like that. So this will help to make it cute. And if you guys saw my video, you saw how it looked once it was done with the new card deck. So that's why I have this. So now we're just going to fold the creases of where you see all of those dotted lines, and they're on all of the templates so that you guys can know where to do your folds. Okay. Of course, if you want to, you could take those folds away. Did my phone just die? Oh, hell no. My phone just died. So, do you guys have any questions so far of anything that I've covered or about the template? Again, if you're just joining the live, welcome. My name is Mona. I create and sell some of the dopest custom party. But I'm telling you, it died. It's turning back on. Luckily, it's iPhone, so it turned right back on. But I teach how other crafty sisters how to also create party favors, and that's what we're doing here. Every single Thursday, I go live with what's called Template Thursdays, where you learn how to maximize party favor templates that's available on my website. I have a template library of over 450 plus designs that you guys can use, just like this one. These ones that you see me assembling is available in the Uno template bundle that just dropped today. If you are a lucky crafty sister that's here on the live right now, you're getting the exclusive. So you can get it for the lowest possible price that it will ever be, because the more templates I add, the more the price of the $99 of what the bundle starts at sticks. So keep that in mind. While you're here, take advantage, because this is going to be the lowest possible price. So right now you can get this template for $47 before it goes up. Okay. Yes, I do teach on designing. So I have what's called a party favor masterclass where you can learn everything. So as you can see behind me, the ultimate party favor experience, that's something that I do every like 2 to 3 times a year is when I host the live in-person one. I actually have one coming up this weekend on Saturday, where you learn from start to finish. So you learn how to design the party favors, you learn how to assemble them, you learn how to properly price to make a profit, you learn how to market them, how to create content around them. I teach you everything I know that's helping me to be able to do this full time. I literally left my 9 to 5 back in 2020 and never looked back, and I do this full time. So if you're somebody that's looking to do that as well, or if you're just looking to learn how to do it for fun, because I know some crafty sisters, they just want to know for themselves, for you and your family and your parties. Oh, I feel like my cakes are trying to come out. Yeah. So if you're one of the crafty sisters that's just looking to learn for you, then you're able to still learn the skill, even if you're not trying to necessarily sell them. So it's pretty much a win-win over here on these parts. So if you're here tuning in, you literally found the best place to learn party favors. And I say that, yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to go, if you're here right now, you're seeing the behind the scenes of me creating a tutorial for these cards. So I'm going to post this tutorial right here on YouTube, absolutely free. So if you got this template and you want to know how to assemble, I'm literally covering that right now, and you'll get the full tutorial. I ask that you do watch it from start to finish. It's not going to be long. It's going to be like less than 10 minutes. I try to do it like at the 7 to 8 minute mark, where you're learning everything from start to finish. So we're going to continue the tutorial. So after you print, you should have your front cover, back cover, and insert that's going to go on the opposite side of your back cover, just like this. So I'm going to show you how to put this on first things first. So you're going to want to peel back your sticker paper. And again, I'll leave all of the materials linked below. Peel back your sticker paper. You're going to use the base of your bottom as your guide. You're going to stick it on and pull it off from the bottom while you stick with your hand. Okay? So you should end up with something like this. And then you're going to follow the guides to do your folds. And the guides would be the dotted lines that you can see right here, which are a part of the template. I'm going to do it on both sides. So you should end up with something like this with two flaps. Next, I'm going to do the same thing for the front of my card. Going to just fold along the dotted lines that you see present to be able to make sure that you can assemble with ease. And again, y'all, this is a part that I'm likely going to speed up because it becomes, repetitive of me just folding the different parts of the card. I'm literally just folding, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks all folded. And you want to fold along all of the dotted lines, ladies. I'm talking to y'all on YouTube. Because again, this is what's going to help you easily finish your assembly when you're gluing all your parts together, because this is a two-part assembly. Okay, so this is how it should look. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna restart the video for this part because I'm going back into explaining. This is how it should look with all of your folded parts. Oops, we missed one. So now we're going to glue the parts together, and I'll show you exactly how. Okay, so this is how the parts look folded, ladies. This part is going to be glued. And y'all will see in the tutorial, but it's basically going to be glued like this. I like to, you don't have to glue it shut if you don't want to. You could just glue the sides and leave the bottom and top open for them to be able to open and close. But I glue it shut because y'all don't need the top and bottom. Just use the top, because at the end of the day, this is paper crafts that we're putting together. If they doing too much, it's going to fall apart. So I glue it shut and only leave the top part for them to be able to put the cards inside. Okay, and that's why I do that. So now I'm going to do the tutorial part. So as you're gluing, the first part you want to glue is your bottom part. So just to show you first, all the parts that's going to be a part of gluing it. This bottom part is going to be glued like so, which will leave you with a shell. This part is going to have glue to the inside like so. And y'all, again, I'm editing all the parts that's not perfect. So keep that in mind. Just like this. This flap is going to be glued onto this one, this bottom piece on the bottom here. So let's get to gluing. So the first part, let me stop it again. So the first part I'm going to glue is this bottom flap here so that I make sure that it stays in place. So you're just going to take your glue and add glue right here to the edge and put it directly following the guides of the template. Put it directly on this flap here. Next, I'm going to glue the other side to do the exact same, just like this. Adding my glue on the edge here. Don't worry too much about the bottom part because once you add it on the edge, it will stay in place because of the placement of the glue. So I'm just squeezing, removing any excess glue. So you should have something like this. Next, I'm going to glue this part of the bottom onto the bottom of the inside of my card, just like this. I'm pausing my video because I got a little white that I need to cut off of this. I'm telling y'all I'm pausing. Okay. All right. So now I can restart my video. Let me see. Okay, I'm making sure I don't miss any comments. All right. Now I'm gonna glue the bottom part onto the back part of my card, which is going to be right here on the bottom. So I'm going to again add my glue on the edge. If you want to, you can add a little bit more if you don't want that part to move at all. But the bottom edge here is the most important part that you want to make sure you add your glue. Now I'm taking the bottom part and putting it directly on top. And pressing it into place. So you should have something like this, which are two flaps. Now you want to add your glue to the flaps here. And again, I'm just going to add it on the edge because the glue will fill in for the rest of the card. Box. Removing any excess glue. Pressing it in to make sure that it's nice and sturdy and firm. And doing the same exact thing on the opposite side. So I'm going to put my flap on the inside. Add my glue. And press firmly to make sure that's into place. And you should end up with something just like this. This is how it looks. Now this part I'm going to reprint and put it on the inside because I kind of cut too much. So I'm gonna reprint and put that, but this is how it looks on the inside with that on there. This is how your box looks. It has the cute details and super cute, y'all. Super cute. This is why I glue it shut because the customer don't need to be doing all that. Just put the card inside and be done with it, okay? And completed box. But again, I'm going to reprint this and add it better because, again, I cut too much, okay? So let's see. I didn't realize the bundle had luxury brands in it too. I can't wait to make some Chanel card. Yes, sis. Hope I didn't miss too much. Tamisha, you missed everything, girl. You missed a good sale. Look, I'm trying to put this back. But you missed a good sale and everything, sis. I mean, well, you didn't completely miss a good sale because it's still on sale. But you missed the early bird for the first 10 ladies. But yeah, so this is how the box looks. Again, I'm gonna redo this part. I'm gonna reprint this part. Is my printer plugged in? Let me see. I'm gonna reprint that because I want it to be perfect. And I messed up on that cut. Mess around with y'all. Is that plugged? Hold on, y'all. I'm just plugging my printer in. This is the printer that I'll be taking back and forth if I'm working from home. I gotta be able to reprint that before the tutorial's over. Okay. Woo. All right. I'm back. So this part is done. Now the next thing, which do you guys have any questions about what I went over so far? Yes, it will be 99, crafty sis. I still have points to use to purchase and things. Yes, you can use your points, crafty sis. So it'll still give you a sale with whatever points you have available to use, because you can use your codes towards that 47. That's for the crafty sisters who be shopping all the time. You should have some points. I'm finishing this off, y'all, because I forgot to tell y'all about the parts to make it look more crisp and professional. Which is something that I do to go the extra mile, because I like my stuff to look like it's store bought, like you bought it out of the store. And I think that's why my customers really, really, really do feel extra special when they shop the favors, because it literally, I don't play, y'all. I don't play. I take my small business really serious, and I give people a reason to come back. So keep that in mind when it comes to whatever it is that you're selling. Don't just slap things together. So of course, sure, you can just throw these in the box, but I go the extra mile and I'll show you guys how. And then after this tutorial, I'm going to take a lunch break. What time is it? Because I'm hungry. 2:40. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to take a lunch break, and then I'll come back on live to show you guys how to edit the templates, and we could add some more the actual card parts to some of those templates that just has the covers. Again, once I show you what to do, it should be easy. So I don't always add each and every one, but y'all, you know, at least have something to work with. But we'll add some more templates to the bundle so I can show you guys how to edit the templates after my lunch break. Okay. So all the cards are done. Look, I was just being impatient. They're all done now. So now I'm going to show you guys how to make it really cute and luxurious. Y'all see I try to clean along the way because it be getting a hot mess in here. Okay, so let me add my colors to my deck. These look so cute. It's the pink for me. But you know, I couldn't do pink, 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 only pink. I had to give y'all a little something more too. Because if it's up to me, it'll be different shades of pink decks. Okay. So now let's add our cards. We have our 1. We have our draw 2. 1. Draw 2. And again, go the extra mile. Put the cards in order. Make sure they're all lined up properly, because the cards could look like they're straight, but then the Uno's upside down, like for this one with the draw 2s. So I'm just making sure that I go through and do my due diligence. Even though this isn't for a customer, this is literally probably going to be for my little one who already claimed this deck. But she can't have it right now though, because I still got to make content. So now you have all 4. I'm just going to put, it doesn't matter which 2 colors you put together, but I'm going to put the darker colors together and the lighter colors together. And then I'm going to put this pink, which I love the most, on top. So this is what we have for our 2 decks. So I put it in 2s because that's how it fits in this box. It fits in 2s. Now, sure, you could just slap them in here, but again, I like to go the extra mile. So I do do a little bit something extra, which isn't too extra, but let me show you guys. Was it this one? Let me see. I think it was the other one. Now I'm not seeing the size I need. Here we go. Okay. So these little cute CeeLo papers, you can find them on Amazon. I bought this in kind of like a bulk kind of thing, and they come in different sizes. So these are the sizes that I'm going to use for the card, and I'll show you in the tutorial how to fold it over perfectly. But this came in 3 sizes, I believe. I use these for labels. So when customers purchase just labels, I use these for that, because sometimes they don't always want the completed favors. They just want the printed labels. I do my due diligence to put them in these, make them really cute, add my branding to make it look like it's something that they could pull off of a shelf. Okay, so I do the same thing for the Uno cards, and that's what I'm going to do here at this point. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to add this part to the tutorial. My phone should have a little bit of juice. Now this part is optional, but now that you have your completed decks, to make it complete, I like to use these cute little CeeLo bags to be able to make it look a little bit more fresh and new, like they pulled it off of a shelf. So I'm just going to add half of the deck in one and then the other half in another one. So you're just going to put it in just like this. These you can also find on Amazon. I'll leave it linked in the description below as well. Once you put it in, you're going to take off your backing. And don't just close it. You're going to want to pull it down just like this all the way until you can't stretch it anymore, and close it that way. That way it's nice and snug in there and it's not moving, and it looks like a brand new fresh deck of cards. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other half of the deck, putting it inside, making sure that I line them up the same. Okay, no, this one's upside down. Just like this. Pull the back cover off. And you should have something like this. Now you're ready to add it to your deck. Just like this. And you should have something like this. All right. Let's see. Will this tutorial be on replay? Yes. So the tutorial, this is just the behind the scenes of the tutorial, but the actual tutorial is going to be posted by the end of today. I just have to edit all the parts that y'all seen me create, and then it'll be up. Sis, do you have the link for the stand in your storefront? Which, this one? This is in my storefront. It's under props, photo shoot essentials maybe, or props. It's under there. Let's see. Yes, it's under there. And this is the Atom Tech. Atom Tech? Don't make me laugh. But yes, it's there. It's there, Crafty Sis. Thanks, Mona. I'm glad to see you again. I'm glad to see you too, Crafty Sis. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to take y'all with me to the front, because now we're going to just do the intro part of the video, and then the tutorial will be done, y'all. Well, this part of it anyway. So I'm going to take y'all with me to the front. And I'm going to set y'all down so I could do the intro part of my video. So I'm going to put y'all right here. Hopefully y'all can see me from over here. Yeah, y'all can see me from over here, right? Let me go get my tripod. I'm coming, y'all. Dang, I just realized my lines is on my phone. I don't know how to do that. My lines is on my phone. I was supposed to read my lines. I guess I gotta. Oh, well, dang. That's how you felt? Sheesh. My lines is on my phone. Let me try to see if I could remember. Let's see. It's just not going to be all the stuff that I wrote. I'm just going to have to freestyle. Okay, I'm just gonna freestyle, y'all. I'm gonna freestyle this part. But this is gonna be pretty much the intro of the video because again, I just record everything in different separate kind of batches. So this is just gonna be my intro of telling people about the tutorial that just dropped, and I'm just gonna freestyle. Make sure I'm on point. Okay, go back a little bit more. A little bit more. Fix my hair. Because now I'm on camera. The other ones I wasn't on camera. Now I'm on camera. So I got to make sure I'm cute. Good thing y'all can't see my feet. I wear socks in here. Well, okay. All right. So let me turn this around. Make sure I'm looking in the right spot. And this is I should have had a piece of tape on where to stand. But it's okay. So we're going to go. Hey crafty sis, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be hold on. I need the deck. Hold on, y'all. Today's video, look, I'm jumping right back into it because all I got to do is edit. Today's video is going to be a super fun one where I'm teaching you how to create these custom Uno card decks, or where I'm teaching you how to create these custom Uno inspired card decks. That was like, let's do a little bit more. Hey crafty sis, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mona. I create and sell some of the dopest custom party favors that you'll find, and I also teach other crafty sisters how to do the same. For today's video, I'm doing a tutorial to show you how to create these cute, adorable, custom Uno-inspired card decks. Let's get started. I walk away, but I gotta come back to turn it off. Let me see if y'all are seeing. Let's see. Okay, you still cute though. Thank you, crafty sis. Okay, I was making sure y'all didn't say anything, but I think that's pretty much it. I think I want to include, hold on, let me say a little something more. Okay. This tutorial is extra special because who has pink Uno cards? Who? You will after this tutorial. Look, I'm just adding stuff, but I end up just adding it and editing later to make it perfect. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm going to do my editing to clip it all up together. Y'all got to see the behind the scenes of me doing it, y'all, creating the actual thing. So I know it looks choppy as I'm editing, but I promise y'all it's going to come together really, really nice. So y'all can see me. It's going to come together really, really nice, and y'all are going to get to see it. The tutorial is going to drop today because y'all have been hunting me down. Again, if you're on this live and you did not grab the template for the 47, I suggest you do it now because you already know I'm about to get off this live and do some pretty much quick content right quick. Since the deck is done, the pink deck, I'm going to do some quick content. And as soon as I post it, they're going to go crazy. So grab it while you can for the 47. I didn't check to see how many more there are for the 47, but from when it was 19, it was at least 3 to 4 crafty sisters who said they got theirs. So definitely stay tuned, okay? Girl, you're the greatest. Thank you, crafty sis. Let's see. Will you be doing another live content class? I can do one. If enough people ask for it, I can definitely do one. But all the ones that I did previously, the replays are available. But I don't know, crafty sis, if you were able to join my last one, it was really, really good. Well, all of them are. I ain't even gonna lie. All the content ones are good. But maybe the live content one is something that I could bring back, at least every so often because content is something that never gets old, and there's so many different ways to create content. You missed it, girl. The CapCut edits class, you missed that one. You did that, Crafty Sis. You're the one. Thank you, Crafty Sis. You're the one too, girl. You're the one too. So I'm just gonna take a quick lunch break, y'all. I'm gonna go eat. I'm going to look at some of the footage that I did to see about editing. I'm gonna print the other side of that to fix that before I do my posting and stuff. And then I'm gonna come back on live to show you guys how to edit the Uno card deck. So don't miss it when I come back on live. I'll do the same thing with notifying y'all on IG first to follow me here to be able to catch the live. But I think showing y'all the edits is going to be a huge part of it too, because I want to show y'all how to edit the actual card templates, how to edit the covers so that y'all can make unlimited card decks for whatever your people ask for. Okay, so I will see you guys shortly. I'll try to be back on live within, well, I'm not even gonna give a time because y'all know I don't know the time. Okay, but I will be back, y'all. See y'all in a bit.